Yo, what's up everyone? It's ChelloC and welcome back to the channel. And today, you guys, we got another podcast. Today's gonna be something a little bit different because, of course, it's been a while and we on episode 10. So I'm gonna mix it up just for the special occasion. You know, episode 10, that's a landmark right there. Like that's a good point. So I'm gonna just go ahead, tell you what we're gonna be doing today. But before we get into that, I'm gonna just say, go ahead. If you like the channel, like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications because who don't like to be notified when I post, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys, so hope everyone's doing well since the last podcast. I didn't check, but I think it's been like almost a month since I posted my last podcast, and a lot has been going on, which is why I'm gonna do a little bit of switch up. We're not gonna really be talking about games like that for this podcast. Today we're just gonna be pretty much just talking. I wanted to like just share with you guys what's been going on. I won't be doing another podcast like this for a little bit, but today I just wanted to like let you guys know what's been really going on. So since I've started this podcast, I've kind of had like a grand plan for this podcast. Like at least like every milestone that I hit, I've kind of wanted to do something special. That's why for episode 5 I had Glock knife. That's something that I planned even before I made the podcast. I was like, when I do like, you know, start doing my podcast, I kind of want to have a guest for every 5th episode. So like episode 5 I have a guest, episode 10 I have a guest, episode 15 I have a guest, and episode 20 I have a guest, and each guest will be a friend of mine that I really, you know, would love to have a podcast with and just have a conversation about video games, because I know that these people can have like a great conversation about video games. But like it folded, bro. It folded. Like my first guest was on episode 5 with Glock knife, and shout out to all the Glock knife people out there, man. I appreciate you guys coming to my channel and just checking out my channel. And even some people I've been streaming, like some people been popping up in my stream and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Twitch.tv/ChelloC. If you ain't following me, go ahead and follow me. I be streaming sometimes. My stream schedule will get more consistent, but that I'm gonna get to that. So like I was saying, guest every 5th episode, every 5 episodes, something like that. That's what I've been kind of going for. And episode 10 was coming up. Episode 10 was coming up, and I was like at episode 8, episode 9. Also, news about episode 8 coming up too. But yeah, I was on episode 8, episode 9, and my guest that I had lined up, I hadn't even contacted. Like I told them, for episode 10, like I told them like around episode 4 or 5, I was like, hey, can you be on my podcast on episode 10? Just letting you know, I really want you to be there. And they was like, yeah, I could do it. And they was ready for it. But I was just kind of like lazy about it. I didn't really contact them till like episode 9, episode 8-ish. And I was like, hey, I want to record, and it wasn't really planned out that well. I'm just gonna say it because he's not here now, obviously, so he's not on my podcast 10 episode. But I had Red X Logic, one of my coolest friends from back in the day. You know, like we used to do commentaries and stuff like that. We used to be in this commentary community together, and I used to do like, if anybody is from my old channel or knows about my old channel, Lee TV HQ, I used to do storytime videos. And Red X Logic, he was more of like a live com kind of person. Like he didn't really do necessarily story time. She just kind of taught while playing video games. That's the reason why, like, if you know who Red X Logic is, he kind of says like, here's another episode of me talking shit, because he's just playing video games and just saying whatever's on his mind while he's playing video games. I always thought that was kind of cool about his channel. It was kind of like Phase Jev-ish, kind of like Nick Mertz type of content, and it was really cool. Especially seeing a black man do it. Like things just hit different when a black man doing it. Like I don't know what it is, just like things just hit different. Like it's another type of sauce added to the flavor, you know, like that other content creators just can't do. Which is why I believe that he's blown up the way he has now, because I mean, not because he's black, but it's just like he just brings a certain type of sauce to what he was doing. And if anybody knows who Red X Logic is currently on my channel, Red X Logic is a YouTuber. Like I said, I met him a long time ago. He used to do cut comms and stuff like that. We've built a sort of rapport, like a relationship. And yeah, he recently just blowed up. He has like, I think he's hitting around 100,000 subscribers. Like he's getting close to it, and he pretty much blew up off of a video called "What Happened to Daquan Hamlets," or it was one of them. I'm not really a Fortnite guy. I don't really know any of these YouTubers. The only reason why I watched the videos was just to support him, because I just like to support my friends. If they post something and I know, like, you know, they not, you know, like I like to support my friends. Like people that I watch are just pretty much my friends. Like I support Glock knife 100%, even if I'm not really interested, because I'm not interested in Absolver at all. But whenever I can, or whenever I have the time, I try to support, or just stop by the Twitch stream or something like that and just give support. And his video completely flew off the ranks. Like, I think his first What Happened video, I think he did the Hamless one. The Hamless one has over 900,000 views. I think he did one on Daquan. I think that's one of the YouTubers that he did, and that one got over 1 million views, and he's just been literally blowing the fuck up, like, no cap. And I wanted to have him on the channel and just have a discussion. He's been having a lot of problems with, like, people stealing his style of content. Like, you might be seeing a lot of different What Happened videos popping up with the same thumbnail style as what he had, and it's just kind of like, bro, people are stealing his shit. And I was like, it would be great to talk to him about that and just see how you feel about it and have that on my channel. And that was my plan. But because I wasn't really planning out things as much as I should have, I never was able to do it. And to also, bring things into perspective, what was also happening at the time was I had a job that was just freaking ridiculous. I don't want to talk too much about the job, but I quit my job. I quit my job because YouTube is what I want to do, and I don't have enough time to invest into YouTube because that job was just so trash. And it wasn't only the fact that I couldn't invest time into it, but also I had a lot of struggles with my management there. Like, it was just so hard to get a consistent schedule so that I can plan a routine and plan around my actual goals and my dreams and my career path that I want to go down. I couldn't do anything outside of think about that job. Like, it just got to the point where it's ridiculous. Like, I would try to make a day to do a YouTube video and start recording my podcast so I can get it edited for Friday. And then it was my day off, Tuesday. I'm trying to record, and they're like, hey, Lee, can you come in? I'm like, I really don't want to. And also, I was going for promotion at the job. Like, I was going for promotion because I needed more money. Rent is high, like, it's just like, bro, come on, man. I need money to survive and stuff like that. So I needed a promotion. I needed the extra 50 cent on my paycheck, because that 50 cent goes a long way, So I was trying to go for promotion, and they're like, Lee, can you come in? And if I said no, it was pretty much like, well, I guess that means that you're not really right for promotion. It would just be like, but I've been working my butt off every single day. I'm walking into this store, I'm taking shifts. Like, they put me all across the schedule. So this was a 24-hour job, and they would put me all across the schedule. So I couldn't even get a consistent sleep schedule. I wasn't even sleeping well. I couldn't even get sleep, bro. Like, I couldn't just sleep. Like, it would just be like, they'll put me on a schedule from like 6 to 2. And then like the next day they'll put me on a schedule for like 2 to 10. And then on the next day they'll put me on a schedule for like 10 to fucking 6 in the morning. And it was just ridiculous. I couldn't plan anything. They just didn't give me a chance to have a life. Like, it was as if they just thought I was the company's bitch. Like, that's just pretty much how they treat me. Like, I was just the company's bitch. Like, you want this promotion, you gotta be the company's bitch for a whole year, and you can't focus on anything except the company because you're the company's bitch. And I was just like, bruh, this is not it. So since for about 3 months, I've been trying to find a new job. I've been trying to balance working my job, doing my YouTube, and finding a new job. And finally things just clicked. Everything aligned because I got a new job. I start Monday, and this past Monday. So when you're seeing this, I've already started my new job. And essentially this job gives me way more time to do what I need to do, is set schedules. I'm getting paid a lot more, like stupid amounts more. And that's why I'm just so excited for the future of this channel, because with the time that I have to focus on my YouTube, and with the more money that I'm getting, I can invest more time and more money into this. And I can't wait to see where we go, because I've been thinking about this for so long. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and now everything's just aligning. I'm getting the perfect opportunity to do that. So that's why you're going to be seeing a lot more content come out, especially in 2021. 2021, I'm definitely going to be putting out way more content. Once I hit episode 20, that'll be the end of this season. So I'm just going to start trying different things and throwing things at the wall. That's my goal. That's my plan. But yeah, that's what's been going on for the last month. I can't believe I explained all that in 10 minutes. But essentially, yeah, I didn't really lose my opportunity to do my interview with Red X. He still wants to do the podcast. I just canceled it Reason being is because I haven't posted on this channel for like a whole month. Like I haven't done anything. I lost my momentum. I literally just lost all the momentum. Like I was posting every Friday or relative to every Friday, or at least like I made sure that it stayed consistent to some degree. Like I was posting almost every week, and just out of nowhere I just stopped posting. I lost momentum, and that's not good on YouTube. That's not good at all. You always want to keep that consistency. You always want to keep that momentum just going, and I lost it. So I felt like it wasn't right for me to invite him onto the channel and try to, because with him being on the channel, that's gonna boost my channel. Like it's not gonna be like a crazy boost, but I know at least that episode will get over 100 views. Especially if he does anything to promote it, which I'm not saying that's a guarantee, because some people just don't do that. Like some people just don't do that at all, and it's not a guarantee. It's not like a thing that you have to do when you're collaborating with people. You don't have to like promote it, but like it was a guarantee that I would get more people funneled into my channel, and the first thing they would see is that I'm inconsistent. That's the first thing they would see. Oh, this guy doesn't post that much, or he hasn't posted in a month. This is the first video he done posted in almost a month. Like it just looks bad. Not only does it look bad, but also my subscribers now, like you guys, y'all kind of are not getting content, and I feel like I'm just kind of like I'm not giving y'all what y'all need. So I'm trying to make sure I get that momentum up first before I invite anybody onto my channel, and just get that momentum up before any spark or blow happens. Because the main thing about luck on YouTube is that luck is only hard work meeting a great opportunity. Like if you prepare for a good opportunity, then those opportunities are going to come either way. If you're just prepared for it, if you put the work in, you're going to blow up. Like it's just about making sure that you're set for it, you're ready for it. It sucks when you get an opportunity and you're not ready for it. Because now you just missed out on that opportunity, and you can't even grow the way you're supposed to because you were not ready for the growth. And that's one thing that I'm afraid of. So I just want to make sure that I push this shit hard. And even if I lose my opportunity with Red X, maybe he just like, man, I don't like this nigga no more. He don't even do the video with me. At least I know that my channel is strong. At least I know I'm making good content. At least I know I'm making consistent content, and I'm getting better with every video, because that's what matters to me. I love doing this. So I love seeing that episode 1 is nothing like episode 9 or episode 10. Like episode 9 was not episode 9. Episode 7 was an amazing episode for me. I loved episode 7. Why? I could see my editing getting better. I could see that I was editing at a faster pace. I could see I was enjoying recording a lot more, and I was getting into the flow of like being in front of a camera, because that is very hard to do. If you don't do YouTube, being in front of a camera is very hard, especially if you're an insecure person. So I love the fact that I seen that progression. And I don't know if that progression is going to restart now. Like if it's just like my shit going to go trash and I got to go back up. But I love to see that progression. I love to see that I'm getting better at what I'm doing. And podcast 8, I saw in podcast 8, even though I didn't like that podcast, still going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about podcast 8 after this. But even though I didn't like podcast 8, I could see that talking on the camera was a little bit more comfortable for me. I even edited most of the podcast, and I just quit at 75% of the editing process. Like at 75%, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this no more, and I just didn't go back to it, so it just got lost. But I finished the episode, and actually, let's talk about episode 8. Episode 8 is done. It's good. It's good right now. Matter of fact, just for you guys who are watching episode 10, you can watch episode 8. Hold on, is it here? Yeah, it might be here. I don't know. It's in one of these corners. You're gonna see a little eye, and then it's gonna say episode 8, the lost episode. That's episode 8. If you want to watch it after this video, you can watch it. It'll also be a link in the description, so you can watch it. It's unlisted. And that will be going live tomorrow. So if you're watching this today, it should be Friday. Podcast 8, the lost episode, will be coming out tomorrow on Saturday. So look forward to that. If you don't want to watch it right now, you can watch it later. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly. I don't really like the episode like that. So if no one watch, I'm only uploading it for continuity. Like I don't want people to be like looking through my old podcast and they're like, okay, I see episode 6, I see episode 7. I see episode 9. I see episode... Wait, hold on. Am I counting wrong? like I don't want people to like see continuity errors. Like I don't want there to just be a missing episode. Like I want the episode to be there. So I'm just calling it the lost episode, and I'm gonna upload it. But I don't like that episode at all. I don't know why, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. Like I guess I was just going through a lot. I was dealing with the job thing, and dealing with also like personal issues with like friends and stuff like that, and it's just been very hard to like keep that balance and also come here and be happy and try to give a great entertaining episode. So it was hard for me to film that one, and it was hard for me to even edit it. So yeah, that episode is up right now, unlisted, a link in the description, or you can watch it when it goes live in public tomorrow. But yeah, that's what happened to podcast episode 8, and now it's up. That's what happened to my guest that was supposed to be on episode 10, if anyone wanted to know. And also I got a new job, and new opportunities are going to be coming, and new things are happening, and I'm just excited to show you guys, and I'm excited to see the new things come in and see the growth that may or may not happen. And I'm excited to see, where this podcast goes within the next 10 episodes, because season 1, I would like for it to be a banger. Like my hope is for season 1 to be like one of the GOATs, so that when I switch it up, they be like, man, it ain't season 1. I feel like that's how you got something good. When everybody comparing like your new shit to your old shit, you got bangers. You got something in the tuck, like, and that's what I want. And yeah, that's my goal. And hopefully I can reach my goal, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this stuff coming up. Now, talking about the schedule, I'm kind of just going on a ramble because it is a podcast. I ain't got no notes for this one. I usually have show notes, but I don't really have notes for this one. But speaking of, what was I talking about? Hold on. What was I just saying? Okay, yeah, the schedule. My bad. I'm so confused. So yeah, the schedule. I'm gonna try to go back to posting on Fridays. It's not necessarily set in stone. I need to learn my schedule for my new job to make sure that everything flows correctly and there's an ebb and flow to it. So I want to make sure, like, if I work on certain days, that I can edit and worry about my YouTube on other days. But it's not really a problem, because most of my job it's just like I have a lot of time on my hand. So I can work on my YouTube even when I'm at work. So that's not necessarily the idea, but I just it's not that big of a problem. So I think the schedule will be Fridays, but just take that with like a grain of salt, because I don't know if anything's gonna change. But the channel will be coming back to a consistent posting basis. And that's really all I had for this show. That's all I really want to talk about. There's been a lot of good news coming out, and I've been kind of mad that I haven't been posting, or like I haven't been in the flow. And I don't know why, but my brain was just like, I haven't finished editing podcast 8. I can't edit podcast 10. And also, I've been kind of in my mind thinking about if I still wanted Red X Logic on. So therefore, we wouldn't even be talking about gaming at that point. I was just gonna ask him interview questions. That was my goal for episode 10, was just to ask him a whole bunch of interview questions, ask him like stuff that people really want to know about being a YouTuber and being where he is in the YouTube realm. Like a really cool Q&A with someone who actually does YouTube and has done YouTube for almost 7-8 years now. But yeah, that's really it. That's really it for this podcast. That's all I really had to talk about. It's a short one. It might be like less than 15 or 16 minutes. But this is podcast episode number 10. I'm sorry I didn't bring no real content for you guys, but at least if you want to watch episode 8, like I said, link in the description, and that'll be like how my podcast is usually like. If this is probably your first podcast you've seen, I apologize. Episode 8, link in the description. Go check it out. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.